lovely rosé wines. So we have a Provence Rosé and a White Zinfandel from California. Let's taste them. So the first Provence Rosé has a very pale pink-orange color. And the White Zinfandel has a pretty medium, it's deeper and pink color. Smell the Provence Rosé. The aroma intensity, I would say, is medium minus. It's not that obvious. But it has some lovely melon fruit, some peach, and some red fruit, those kind of fresh raspberry, strawberry characteristics. Quite simple and fresh. For the White Zinfandel, the aroma intensity is a bit more intense, so I would say medium intensity, but still not that obvious. It's mostly those kind of pretty sweet candy-like aromas, almost like watermelon, and also some strawberry, red cherry, but smells a bit riper as compared to the first one. But still, it's pretty simple, mainly fruit. Now let's taste the Provence Rosé. It's dry. Acidity, I would say it has a refreshing impression, but it's not that high, so medium plus acidity. Alcohol is medium. Body is really light. And the flavor intensity is still the same. It's medium minus flavor intensity. Not very obvious, not very strong, but it's mostly about the freshness, some simple apple, peach, strawberry, raspberry flavors, and the finish is rather short. It has a refreshing impression on the palate, but it doesn't have lots of flavor staying on the palate. On the other hand, let's taste the White Zinfandel. So it does have a bit sugary feeling on the palate. There are definitely quite a few residual sugar, but it's not that sweet yet. So I call it medium sweet. Medium sweet, okay? Acidity is only medium. It's not that refreshing. I'm not salivating like crazy. And the alcohol is low because of the residual sugar. We're going to talk about that later. And the body, because of the sugar, is more than just light bodied. I would say it's medium bodied. Just sit right at the medium body range. And the flavor intensity is not as strong as compared to the nose. The nose is only medium aromas, and this on the palate, I would even call it medium minus flavor intensity. And it has flavors of all these kind of candies, and raspberry, strawberry, red cherry, but the finish again is rather short. These are just rosé pink wines that's drinking fresh, drinking chill, and quite simple, but quite nice. Let's mainly talk about winemaking. For the first two, if you look at the color, as we discussed, they are very different. And the first one has pale color because of the skin contact of the first one is very short. Okay, very short period of skin contact. Sometimes they even direct press the grapes so that you have this kind of very pale pink orange color. But for the second one, the White Zinfandel, they have longer period of skin contact. Okay, probably 24 to 40 hours under cool temperature, so you got the medium color intensity. It's all up to you, it's all up to the winemakers to choose the amount of skin contact to get the level of color intensity and the type of pinkish color they want. And for the palate, we talked about the Provence Rosé is dry, which means they ferment all the sugar into alcohol, into ethanol. Okay? But for the White Zinfandel, they let the yeast ferment the sugar, but at one point they stop the fermentation process. How do they do that? Well, they ferment, the yeast are doing happy fermentation, and then they chill the tank, they chill the fermentation tank. They also add a bit more SO2, sulfur dioxide, to inhibit the yeast activities. And also they filter out the yeast to make sure that there are unfermented sugar in it. So this wine tastes medium sweet. And also the alcohol level is low because the yeast didn't convert all the sugar into alcohol. And finally, don't forget, rosé wine is all about this kind of chill, perfect for summertime, refreshing drink, right? So it's all about short maturation in stainless steel tanks, because in those kind of inert vessels, and you mature it very shortly and you bottle them very quickly, you can maintain the fruitiness and the freshness as we talked about in the tasting notes. Cheers to rosé wines.